There's
Okay.
a difference.
You know what? I'm sitting here talking, my glasses are upside down.
You're a dork.
I thought they felt weird.
Welcome to my life.
I need glasses to put on my glasses. So, but anyway, we're going to kind of give you a
How
tour.
did they even stay on?
I have no idea. So, my big fat ass knows, I guess. After you pass through the entrance at Hog Island, there's quite a drive to get back to the campground. The road is very narrow, as you can see, and if you have an oncoming vehicle while pulling your camper, it can be rather tight. There are several trails throughout the Withlacoochee State Forest, and you'll come up to this trailhead as you approach the boat ramp and campground. Once you reach the end of the dirt road leading into the campground, you'll come into a large opening where the campground host sits, and you'll come up to your sign postings. This is also the area where the restrooms are and the bathhouse for the campground. The restrooms do have actually running water, flushable toilets, hot showers, and they are old, but they're kept clean. Hello, hello, hello.
Impromptu video. Sorry for the do.
We are at Hog Island Campground in the Croom Wildlife Management Area, which is actually located in the Withlacoochee National Forest or State Forest, I believe. And
in Bushnell or Bushnell, depending on where
Bushnell,
you're from.
yeah, Florida, which there's really nothing around here.
Nature.
Lots of nature if you're looking to camp. When I first started camping, we would, as we've indicated in previous videos, we would backpack or take our canoes into the swamp and into different areas, and we would hike for.
And we is not we.
Yeah,
it's we and his friends.
It was me and my friends. I was
not this chick.
Yeah, I was a lot younger, a lot dumber. Not that I'm real smart now.
Smart ass.
Yeah, I guess that. Or dumbass, depending on your views. And I was much thinner and a lot better shape. But my buddies brought me to a campground, and I had never been to an actual campground before in my life. I had always camped. We had always roughed it out in the middle of the woods, found a place, tore it down, got the grass all down and level. And this was the very first campground that I ever came to. I do like it here. It is very primitive for the most part, and boondockish. I'm going to say it's a partial boondocking facility. It does not have power. And
have water.
And you don't have a sewer. But there is a dump station, and you do have water, and there are restrooms. Now, we're coming... Okay.
Not Lauren's kind of restrooms.
Not Lauren's kind of restrooms. I mean, they're old. They're out here in the middle of the woods.
Is it actual toilet, or is it like
no? They're full.
No,
they work. They work. They're not like in the Ocala National Forest where it's an outhouse. Okay, it's a drop. You know, you drop down, they come out.
Yeah, no, that's Ocala, but
once a month
like
or whatever. Which this isn't too far. The with the Coochie Forest backs up into, they attach somewhere. But anyway, these are actually running water, and you do have actual showers here, and you do have
better than I had anticipated.
Yeah, if you go in, if she doesn't want to go into the bathroom, but
no, I like going to the bathroom. I don't like going to fancy ported, or I can't even call it fancy, an outhouse. There's a difference.
You know what? I'm sitting here talking, my glasses are upside down.
You're a dork.
I thought they felt weird.
Welcome to my life.
I need glasses to put on my glasses. So, but anyway, we're going to kind of give you a tour.
How did they even stay on?
I have no idea. So, my big fat ass knows, I guess. But the bathrooms do work. There are showers in here. First shower I had ever taken.
Ever taken?
When camping. Okay, let me get my disclaimer. And in a facility, put it that way, because when we used to camp, we were on the side of the river in the middle of the swamp. You bathed in the water, and you know, somebody kept an eye out for gators and stuff like that.
I did that one time in Arkansas when we went camping.
Yeah, like so it was a little different. So this was a little bit more convenient. So I thought we were high cotton. I thought we were doing fancy here when I first came here.
You got Alabama. You got Reba McEntire already. Keep on going.
What are you talking about?
High Cotton is an Alabama song. Fancy is a Reba McEntire song.
She didn't invent that song or write that song. Somebody else did. All right. So anyway, we're going to kind of give you a quick tour. This is boondocking. If you want to boondock in Florida, it is relatively inexpensive. You do, back in the day, when we would come here, you would have an envelope that you put your money in, and you would have a drop box. Now they do all the reservations online. The biggest thing here is you do not have power. Solar is not going to be real good here because most of these sites are shaded with no solar access. So more crows. But I like it. If you want to be out and away from everything, and there's really nothing here, stores are, you know, probably 30 to 40 minute drive from here. And if you're not familiar with Bushnell, Florida, it's the closest thing is next to the closest larger city, which is not a large city at all, would be Dade City, and it's kind of in between Dade City and Ocala. Ocala's like
even Brooksville.
Brooksville's not much bigger than Bushnell, but there's more to there. Yeah, they actually have a restaurant or two, two restaurants. I'm just kidding. But anyway, and you've got Ocala. Ocala's the horse capital of the world. Yeah, because you know that's all horse country. A lot of your car commercials used to be filmed there. It's got the white fences. It's beautiful area. All been taken over by the villages quite a bit now. But anyway, we're going to give you a quick run through of this particular park. I did a lot of camping here, all by tent, and we had a lot of good times here when we were younger. We also hunted a lot of these woods back in here back in the day, so we didn't really bring food. We hunted and cleaned and cooked a lot of times. Now, no, not so much.
Yeah. It's not happening with me.
Yep, I brought Lauren here for the first time, and this is what was the dividing line, because I took her to Disney's Fort Wilderness and I took her out to Fort DeSoto, which is a wonderful place, and she was like, well, you know, I can get into this camping thing. And then I brought her,
and you brought me here.
And then I brought her here, and she was like, no. but if you like boondocking, there are places to boondock in Florida.
Well,
this is partial boondocking
here,
too.
Disclaimer, at the time that you brought me here, we weren't really set up to do this kind of camping.
Yeah, I mean, we're, you know, but yeah, it's different.
Because it was in the summertime, it was hot. We had the pop-up.
Yeah.
It's not like we had, the, you know.
Yeah, and just another thing, that there are places to fully boondock in Florida that have no facilities. A lot of them in the Ocala National Forest, you do have an outhouse. There's no running water, and I mean, it's just a modern day outhouse.
Goes back to that cup.
Yeah, and they are, those campgrounds are all through here. Most of them are hunt camps, and especially during hunting season, you're going to hear guns going off. Now, they're not allowed to hunt within a certain range of the campground, but for the most part, it's a building. It's got a toilet. The toilet doesn't flush. There's no water. It's a drop. You drop your business down, and then they come with a big pooper scooper thing, and they clean it out once a month or whatever. They smell great, and the Florida sun just baking. They do have these, you'll know right away, because they have these giant stacks that release the smell into the air. So if you're downwind from one of those in one of your campgrounds, it smells great. All right, let's take a look. So back in the day, this campsite is one of the first ones that you see, and it's Campsite 18. And when we were younger, we got up one Saturday morning, we were camping here, and we heard this loud boom, massive explosion. And there was a older couple camping here, and they were apparently smoking in their camper and had a propane leak. And when they walked inside, or I guess they were, I don't know what all happened. We kind of got the story afterwards, but we heard this massive boom. We came running down to try to help anybody. The ranger, his house is right over there. He got here, it was just massive flames. There was actually parts of the camper. It was a aluminum camper. They were all up in these trees, just pieces of fiberglass, insulation, and everything just scattered. It blew that camper sky high. Now this was years ago, more than 20 years ago, but this was the site. I don't know what happened to those people. We had to stay back. But apparently, from what we were told, this was back before the days of the internet. You'd have to have a newspaper to find out what was going on, and we were down in Hillsborough County. This was Sumter County, and just not a lot of information. Sumter County and this area up here is very small, not very densely populated, but it's kind of funny because this tree has died now, but it was here at that time, and when all this transpired, these three trees together, and apparently, I don't know if it was part of that explosion, but who knows, it may have just died from something else, but I do remember this tree just because of the formation, but it's kind of unique. This is your trash house. Okay, so there is no garbage pickup or none of that. You're out here, and you just dump your trash in here. They do have a latch on it now. Back when we would camp here, raccoons and different animals would get in there, and you had to be real careful whenever you put something in here, because you open that flap up and raccoons may come jumping out at you. Here is the dump station. There's only one dump station, which is right here, and it is kind of nice. This is newer. This was not here when we were here, and this campsite in general, which I'm not sure if it's a pull-through site or if I think this is all part of the road here, so I guess you back through here. Back years ago, this was a pull-through site. So we got one little area we're going to show you. There's, like I said, there's not a lot to do here. You don't have power. You can run a generator up to a certain point, but the ranger does live in the campground, and they will come by and tell you to shut it down. Like, yeah. You know, because you do have a lot of people that are tenting. There's a lot of tenters here. The biggest thing is if you have a larger rig, you can get it through here, but you're going to have to be real careful. Maybe have somebody walk ahead of you. There are some low-lying trees in here, and then you're going to have to really look at your sites before you book them, because they are tight. There's a lot of trees at the edge, and the roads are fairly narrow. As we're coming in here, we're having to get off to the side. 2 cars or 2 trucks can't pass. A lot of Jeeps can't fit. No, yeah, so it's just one of those things. But if you want to be out in nature, there's a lot here. There's bear, there's just about everything that you can think of in Florida. You know, we've seen all kinds of stuff out here.
Like you said, do check out the campsites really well, because there's some funky things, like a tree trunk in the middle, not in the middle of one, but like right in a spot where it makes it kind of hard if you go a big
this is not a place you want to book online and then come out here and find out that you don't fit. This is a place that you definitely want to see. Be careful with your GPSs too, because it will take you to the ranger stations, you probably want to Google Earth this place first, because the GPSs really don't work correctly to get you to the right spot. The other thing, when we used to camp here, it just had a combination lock with a chain around the gate, and they would lock it at a certain time. Now they've actually got the coded thing in here. Again, there's no electric here, only water, and there's no sewer. You got to use a dump station. But if you're into a partial type of boondocking,
right? Dip your toes.
Yeah.
Wet, get your toes wet.
Yeah. Because it does have water, and it does have a dump station. And if you have a tote, which we highly recommend, you know, depending on how much water you use and how much you go to the bathroom and, you know, your shower and stuff, you know, you can run your tote up here and empty in the dump station, which we do a lot. I do it. Because, well, you know, if we're camping for a weekend, we can pretty much make it through the whole weekend and hit the dump station. But if you're staying for an extended period of time outside of that, then yeah, you kind of want to make sure that you've always got a tote. So we've got some totes in there. We like the 4-wheel totes. Ours is a 2-wheel right now, but I think we're going to buy the adapter to make it a 4-wheel, because it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, we're going to show you the rest of this, and hope you enjoy this video. So here's the boat ramp.
No, that's the sign for the boat ramp.
Well,
boat
that's
down there.
Okay. Sign for the boat ramp. Crazy ass woman. And it's not much of a boat ramp, but it is pretty here. Yeah, you do have some backwoods stuff going on. All right.
We'll have to edit that. The rain pattern on the ground is kind of cool.
Yeah, what happens is from the higher area, it just, yeah, because like last night's rain, all of this is coming through here. And these ferns right up here, they're brown pretty much all year, and even during the summer. And then the minute it rains, the next morning, they turn green.
Kind of cool to come kayak here one time.
Yeah, we used to canoe it.
It feels like temperature change.
Yeah.
When you get closer to the water.
We use the canoe all of this. As we were leaving and going down one of the trails, we spotted this in the distance. We stopped and found approximately 8 to 10 carcasses and oyster shells. There's no hunting allowed in this area due to its proximity to the campground, so this was a bit strange. All the heads had been removed, so one thought is it could be wildlife management disposing of deer that they have tested for CWC, which is a chronic wasting disease found in deer. It could be coyotes bringing their kills back to this area as well. Anyway, leave us your comments below and let us know what you think. Anyway, everyone, hope you like this one. It's just something you do. Well, isn't that amazing? Anyway, but this is my old stomping grounds from way back when I first started campground camping. So, but hope you like it.
Alright, battery's gonna die. Love you guys. Like, subscribe. See ya.
Bye.